Stop being aggressive!
My name's Charlie Skinner. I'm the Deputy Manager of Redwood House Hostel. I've been here since March 2010. We're a 38-bed, what they call emergency access hostel, so most of our residents come straight from rough sleeping or from, as they describe it, sofa surfing, which is sleeping on friends' floors or literally sofas. We've got 34 men here and we've got 4 women. Our main aim and what we're funded for primarily is to move people on to smaller schemes in the city, or if they're available, to self-contained flats. But in doing so, we also put a huge focus on addressing drug and alcohol issues, not employment, because very rarely are a resident of ours ready for employment, so it's more training that we would be looking at. And also what we call meaningful occupations, and that can be anything from fishing and football right through to art, cooking, music, a wide range of things. So that's what we do here.
Is there sort of a lack of funds coming in to keep the place running?
It's always very, very tight, and this year they're looking to cut 20% across the board in Bristol and make a saving of over 1 million. And that means that they're actually proposing to shut us on the 30th of September, along with at least 4 other schemes they're proposing to shut. So more than ever before, there's not just a lack of funds, there's actually funds being completely removed out of the system now.
When I come in here, I didn't have like no bank account or nothing, but staff and support helped me get what I wanted to do, you know, give me advice and that, so I was able to go out and do things on my own back, you know.
What's the process with sort of moving you on from out of here?
I've got about 2 weeks left, you know, until I'm moving out basically,
Yes.
but yeah.
Where are you going to go from there then?
From there, probably shared house or a flat. If a shared house, then I'll move from there to a flat, and depends really.
It's helped with a lot of things really, teaching me how to do washing, how to do day-to-day things, and they do take you out on trips, which can help you keep yourself occupied other than going towards drugs and alcohol.
The bit that seems to be missing is the counselling.
Yeah.
That's actually it. The bit that seems to be missing is the real attempts to mend fractured lives.
Sort of stabilise them.
Well, it's kind of, you know, give them some methadone, put them into a hostel, Actually, what needs to be doing, as you said earlier, is to address the root causes of why, what kind of dark stuff will have happened in somebody's life. It is a really complex scenario, and clearly funding is part of it. But also there needs to be some kind of engagement so that the people who are involved in these scenarios have more meaning to their lives, I suppose. I've taken groups of homeless people, or not even homeless people, because they're not homeless a lot. Well, I don't know if you call being in a hostel homeless or not. Some of the definitions are quite tricky. But people who are in hostels, the number one way out is that they end up in Camford crematorium, and they all die. In the average age of a street drinker or addict is in their 40s. And I've been to a lot of funerals in the last 4 years, and that's one way that the problem disappears, is people die. Squatting is a kind of grey area between homelessness and residency, and the idea of this you're an official tenant, and this you're homeless. But actually, there's a whole spectrum of positions in between the two. And as we see people struggling to pay their benefits or rejecting the way that society looks after its disenfranchised and its poor, many squat communities, they just don't want to be involved in society at all, and they're finding their own way, and that very often involves not buying into the paying of rent and finding empty properties that very often are owned by absentee landlords and availing themselves of what is there. So there's a very cloudy and grey moral area there, which it depends the way you look at it.
Because there's the issue of squatters. They say that they're staying illegally, but then they want to move them on, but they don't really say you can move on here. It's just get out.
Yes, get out and where to. And when you look at, and Stokescroft is another good example. And I'm not going to make any apologies for the crack dens and things that pop up on occasions in derelict buildings, but you have to ask yourself, who are the bigger criminals? The large property magnates from the other side of the world who leave buildings empty for 20, 30 years in communities where there is insufficient housing. So, it seems to me that you can certainly make a very strong case to say that the real criminals are those infinitely wealthy people who
rather just dismiss it.
Who just look at buildings and properties in communities as pawns in their big monopoly game.
My name's Harmony, I live here. I've lived here for like 2.5 years. This squat's been going for about nearly 5 years now. It's called The Free Shop. We help the community, anyone that lives rough or anything, who doesn't have clothes. We're basically like a free charity shop.
This place helped me out because obviously I didn't really want to stay where I was staying, so I thought, what can I do? And then I come here, I met Harmony through someone else.
Okay, we found a tree family.
And then she come and showed me this place, and then I got to know everyone in the place before. And then it kind of went from there, and it's helped me a lot.
So you're living here as well?
Yeah, it helps me a lot.
Basically like one big family here.
Yeah, one big family all together.
Work for the Big Issue, which is Stokescroft in Bristol, and what we do is we try to give people on the streets a chance to work and not beg. That's what it says on the badge, working, not begging. And on the back you've got codes of conduct, so you have to treat people how you expect to be treated. Use your manners, don't hassle people, because at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is get off of the street and back on our feet.
The rooms are actually like you're actually at home. It's not like you're living rough or anything. It's actually like you're actually in a house with other people, like a shared house basically.
Yeah, we got
When did this all start off?
Years back.
there's an organisation called BAM, which is basically,
Bristol House.
I can't remember the full name, but basically what it is every Monday night at 8 o'clock across the road at the Smiling Chair. If you're homeless, just move to Bristol, they'll find you a place to live, they'll help you get a council flat, whatever you want, they'll help you. Like, it is basically for homeless people that need help. It's a brilliant organisation. This place was empty for 40 years. 40 years, it had nothing.
And now they're trying to sell it with us.
No, not even the owner really cares. He only cares because I don't know if you know, but they're doing loads of law changes on squatting at the minute. Like, he only cares because he doesn't want to get fined for the fact that there's people in here. Like, you can't actually sell a building with people in it unless it's
And
yourself.
that's what they're trying to do.
So at the minute, obviously, he doesn't want this building now, which is stupid. It is an amazing building. Like, you've got to think it's that old that it's actually got heart and soul in it. It's probably the most home I've ever had.
Laying soft against your skin, like the shadows on the wall. Laying soft against your skin, like the shadows on the wall.